Hi, I'm Cali Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 455. Last year, the gadget that stood out above all others was the iPhone. This year's gadget news has been dominated by a new type of mobile computer I guess we've decided to call a netbook. These new computers are lightweight, tiny, and low-powered, but the low power is offset by internet connectivity that gives users an endless array of web-based apps. HP has entered the market with its Mini 1000. It's powered by a 1.6 gigahertz N270 Atom processor. There are two displays. A 10.2-inch display offers 1024 by 600 resolution, and the 8.9-inch screen does too. You can option from 512 megabytes to 2 gigabytes of RAM if you choose the Linux version, but Engadget says you're limited to 1 gigabyte if you choose the version of the machine running XP. If you want to go the tried and true hard drive route, it's going to be a 60 gigabyte drive. If you're ready for solid state, you can get an 8 gig or 16 gig. The solid state version gives you additional removable storage using a proprietary HP mini mobile drive. All that stuff is similar to what you'll find on other netbooks. The thing that stands out with the Mini 1000 is a user interface called MIE. It's a pretty graphical layer. Neil, give them a close-up. It rests on top of the OS and provides a nice jumping off point to get to the apps you need the most. Axiotron produces a tablet Mac called a Modbook. It's cool for people working with graphics just like any tablet PC, except even better, it runs OS X. Up until yesterday, Modbooks were only built on top of new MacBooks supplied by Axiotron. Their new Modservice changes that. You can send your existing MacBook to an Axiotron authorized and trained service provider, and they'll convert it. The price starts at $12.99. Modbooks use technology from Wacom and make it possible to draw and write on the screen, and it's a product created by intense customer demand. So many graphic artists use Macs, it just makes sense. Around this time of year, we hope Geek Brief becomes a resource as you start making plans for Christmas or Hanukkah gifts. No doubt Elmo Live is at the top of hot toys for little tykes, but I want to point you to a toy that is cute, cuddly, robotic, and compared to Elmo, quiet. The Alive Cubs from WowWee have lifelike expressions. They respond to touch and movement, and they purr with love. Take a look.
So alive to me.
WowWee Alive Cubs come to life in your arms. Your cub will let you know just how he feels. Alive cubs need lots of attention and love.
So alive.
And they love you right back, too. And when bedtime comes, curl up together and get ready for a whole new day.
So alive to me.
WowWee Alive Cubs, each sold separately from WowWee.
Maybe a little cute overload, but the popularity of kittens on YouTube proves we internet folks have a pretty high tolerance for cute. The thing about doing Geek Brief that I can never quite wrap my brain around is that a ton of teachers show some of the briefs to their students. This one is for the teachers. ScholarSpot is an aggregation of free educational videos. There are videos about Einstein and of Feynman and science, and videos of Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos and technology. Now, these are all videos you can find on YouTube, but it's nice to have them curated in one spot on the web. I should probably suggest parental guidance. The spirituality section is new agey, but the science and tech stuff is lots of fun. You can find it all at scholarspot.com. This episode of Geek Brief TV is brought to you by the HP MediaSmart server. Soon we'll fire this puppy up and start serving media around the house, but there was something I wanted to figure out first. Specs say it supports up to 9 terabytes of server space, but since it has 4 drive bays, I had to figure out how. It depends on having 9 9-terabyte drives. 4 internal, 4 external, and 1 eSATA connected drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm done. To borrow a line from macOS Ken, if you're of a mind and have the time to stop by podcastawards.com and vote for Geek Brief in the video podcast section, I sure thank ya. I'm Cali Lewis. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the solid state. Oh, that? Okay.
No,
wait.
This is right.
Okay. You say whack 'em, I say walk 'em. Whack 'em, whack 'em, walk 'em, whack 'em, walk 'em, whack 'em. Whack 'em just seems so harsh.
Fun.
Fun. Whack 'em. I just think of the hit the gopher. What's that called? There's a word. Whack-a-mole, exactly.